Hi, I'm Jennifer Bassett from Thriving Grade 5. I would love to share with you how I help my students memorize the preamble to the Constitution. When I teach the Constitution unit, I divide the Constitution into three parts to help with organization and to help my students understand the different parts of the Constitution. I use the preamble, the branches of government, and the Bill of Rights as my three main parts of instruction during the Constitution unit. The preamble explains why the Constitution was written and tells the hopes that our founding fathers had for this brand new nation that they were forming. The preamble to the Constitution means absolutely nothing to our students if they don't understand the words. So the first thing I do is break the preamble down word by word for students. I'm not going to do that for you because I'm sure that you have read the preamble and you've broken it down yourself, so I don't want to bore you with that. But once my students understand the words to the preamble, I want them to memorize just the preamble to the Constitution. There are a lot of references throughout American history to the preamble. There are also popular culture references. So I think it's important that students memorize the preamble to the Constitution, and it's really not that long. It's very manageable. So, to make the process easier, I created a fun activity that they love called the Great Preamble Race. For the Great Preamble Race, students recite the preamble to family members, teachers, other adults. In exchange, the adults sign spaces on students' game boards until the students reach the finish line. This race creates a lot of interest in the preamble among my often reluctant fifth graders. This is what it looks like. Students do start with this reading card that they can use until they have memorized the preamble. And honestly, they usually memorize it after they've read it 5 or 6 times. By the end of the game board, they don't need the card anymore. And just a side note, I also use the Schoolhouse Rock song because once they hear the preamble set to music, it just seems to stick in their heads really well. So they have already learned what the words mean, and then they have their reading card to be able to read the preamble to an adult. So the rules on the game board, they start here. They have to read the preamble to an adult, and then the adult would sign one space. And then if they explain one of the phrases, then the adult can sign an extra space. So if they explain what a more perfect union means, they get an extra space signed. If they explain what established justice means, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, then they get extra spaces signed. My students absolutely love participating in the Great Preamble Race. They love going around to, teachers they've had in the past or other teachers in our hallway. They like reading it off to people at church or at their basketball games. Really a very fun activity. So I encourage you to try it. In the description to this video, I will put this Constitution practice page freebie. It's got practice pages on the preamble, the branches of government, and the Bill of Rights. And then the preamble race is in my Constitution unit. So you can check that out also. I hope that this video was helpful. I will talk to you again soon.